I'm looking at this pattern because we're going to look at how do we use crockery to make this rose, and it screamed it's going to need a cup handle. So I went through all my cup handles and there's a nice red one, so we're going to do another red rose. And I've also looked at all the scraps in my red box, and you're going, no, they're not red. And when we flip them over, we have coloured bottoms on them. See, that's got a shape in it already. I might be able to use that. And the other nice thing about these is they've got a brown edge here. So I need to find one that's not chipped. This stuff chips really easily, which will make a nice edge or curve there. So once you've made your choices in terms of your crockery, you can pull it out and start chopping away. You can use big pieces, or you can chop down into little crazy paving type pieces, or do combos of both. So it's really up to you. I'm going to go offline, trace it where I need to trace it, cut it, smooth it, and then come back to you to show you how it works as this pattern and how to use this template. Because this is about the template, not how to do crockery. Now that I've made a little bit of progress and cut out a few things, hello Ray, we can see that one of the first questions when we get a template is, where do I start? So I'm hoping these pieces will demonstrate where to start. And for me, it's the strong lines that give the big shape. So for me, it's this line here, and the rest can be really quite easily adapted. The other thing I've done is use scraps and adapt the scraps to fit the pattern. Right, so I'm the boss, the pattern isn't the boss. So I'll just pop these bits on so you can see how much I've changed them. Somebody wants some rice. She gets a tummy ache and likes rice. So here I can pop that there, and we can see this line building here. So this is how you would adapt your template to your needs. So here is a different plate which had a great big lump on the end there, so I've trimmed it off, and I won't make the rose petals stick out quite that far. They'll only come to here because that's what they're really like. And then this one just slots in there, so you can see how that comes together really well in terms of our rose. And then the next bit I'll do is this centre bit. Then I'll go through the scraps that I've cut here to see what I can retrieve to do all the other little bits. That there, cut it off here, get another piece to put in here and make a round bit. I think I have another handle in my red box. If I don't, what I'll do is chop a bit off this plate this cup, because it's red on this side and red on this side. So it will be very easy for me to cut a bit out that just slots in there in that bud. So I'm pretty happy with that. Looks really different to the stained glass one, different look and feel, but equally it's going to look fabulous. I just have to find some green. But you can see how I've absolutely not followed the pattern down here, because I wanted to simplify it and make it my own. Just something simple at the bottom. We've got the leaves here roughly in the similar direction, but adjusting for the bits of plate or scraps of plate that I had. And then the rest of this, except for the top bud part, were the scraps out of the bin. So just adjust it however you need it. I think this combines two pieces underneath, but you can see how the template is just used as rough guidance, and you can still make something pretty fabulous. I'm happy I ended up using tiles down here because I didn't have a green plate or anything that was really greenish. Other ways in which you can use crockery, of course, is to smash it up in small pieces and then just place the pieces amongst the pattern. Too small for me to deal with. My hands really don't like anything smaller than about that. So I won't be doing any crazy paving with smashed up plates. But you can, and I'd love to see one. hope you enjoyed that, how to use the pattern and adjust it for your tessera. In this instance, it's supposed to be all crockery, but you get the idea.